To make French fries, it's best to use a potato that has a high starch content, such as russet potatoes. To prepare them, simply peel the potatoes, if desired, placing them into cold water as you go. Before cutting each potato, dry them and then cut a bit off one side to prevent it from slipping. Cut the potato into pieces about 3/8 of an inch wide. Then lay the pieces flat and again cut into strips about 3/8 of an inch wide. The potatoes can be cut any size you like. Just make sure they're all cut the same size so they cook at the same rate. You can also use a mandolin to cut the potatoes if you prefer. Place the potatoes into the cold water to prevent browning and also to rinse off the excess starch and surface sugars. The potatoes can be cut and stored in the refrigerator up to 1 day in advance. To begin, attach a thermometer to a large, heavy-bottomed pot, making sure it doesn't touch the bottom so you get an accurate reading. Then pour enough oil to reach about 2 inches high. Of course, you can also use a deep fryer to do this. Now heat the oil over medium to medium-high heat until it reaches between 300 to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 to 170 degrees Celsius. To blanch the potatoes, first set up a baking tray with paper towels or a clean kitchen cloth. Then gather a spider and make sure the oil is at the correct temperature. Now, working in small batches, dry a handful of potatoes with another clean cloth. The potatoes must be dry so they don't splatter once they hit the oil. Place the potatoes onto the spider and gently lower them into the oil. Blanch for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, or just until softened slightly. You might also want to use a timer so you can time each batch. This will ensure that all of the potatoes cook evenly. When blanching, the potatoes should not turn golden at all. When ready, remove them from the oil and place onto the baking tray. The potatoes should just be cooked through, but still have some resistance when you squish them like this. Continue to blanch the potatoes in batches, making sure the oil has returned to the proper blanching temperature each time before adding more. If the oil is too cold, the potatoes will absorb more oil and be greasy. Once all of the potatoes have been blanched, arrange them slightly so they don't stick together. Then chill in the refrigerator for at least an hour to ensure they're nice and cold. However, they can be stored for up to 1 day before cooking. Chilling the potatoes allows them to dry and therefore brown better once they are returned to the oil for the final cooking. Once the potatoes have completely chilled, heat the oil to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius and gather a large stainless steel bowl. When the oil is ready, place a handful of potatoes onto the spider and fry for the second time until crisp and golden. It can take anywhere from 1.5 to 5 minutes, depending on how crunchy you like your fries and how thick they were to begin with. Once golden, remove them from the oil and place into the bowl. It's important to season the potatoes while they're nice and hot to ensure the seasoning sticks. Then give them a toss and serve immediately while you cook the next batch, because everybody knows that French fries are best served hot. Of course, these deliciously crispy homemade fries would not be complete without ketchup or garlic aioli. Add oven-roasted garlic to mayonnaise and you have a match made in heaven. It goes well with burgers, grilled fish or meats, and my favorite, homemade French fries.